with one of our fabulous edgeable dies from the Only Words collection, and I'm going to be using the On Your Wedding Day design. So that's the one that we had a little look at earlier, and I'll just show you that quickly. There we go. So On Your Wedding Day. So we're making a card for somebody's special day. What I've done already is cut this die. You've all got your preferred machines at home, the ones that you prefer to use, that you like to use, and I didn't want to have mine here and waste all of that time, so please refer to your manufacturer's guidelines, look for the sandwich for thin metal dies, and our edgeable collection will work with all of the, the majority, all of the major machines out there, the ones that you're used to seeing. So just look for your cut sandwich and your embossed sandwich and you're going to be away to go. So what I've done is take my On Your Wedding Day edgeable die. I've taken a half fold card, just a white card, so you can see the concept. And I've popped the die on the edge there, so you can see it lines up with the edge. I've run it through and I've cut and I've embossed. So you can see there that I've got the die that's cut out of the edge of the card. Now, just before I release this, what I want to do is talk to you about the die itself. So this card actually was straight on the edge, like the bit behind. I've cut it and embossed it, so it's cut this excess piece of white card away because this die only cuts at the top here. What it doesn't do is cut around this bottom edge. So it doesn't cut a sentiment out, but it cuts the sentiment into the edge of your project. So it cuts out the top piece, leaves the bottom piece intact here. It'll become more obvious in a second. Once you're ready to remove it, you can ink through it and stencil if you want to, but I'm just going to remove it. You're going to peel your die away and you can see you're left with the On Your Wedding Day sentiment cut into the side of the card vertically there, because my die has cut all of the top detail. Let me put a bit of card behind so you can see. Let me use some black card if you want to be able to see that more easily. There you go. So you can see the die has cut on your, with that little swirl at the top edge, it's cut that away. That's the side of the die that cuts. And then the side of the die where it doesn't cut, it's cut the design into your card. That's the unique concept of our edgeable range. So we've got an On Your Wedding Day card in that orientation. But actually, if I'm doing a tent card, I can do On Your Wedding Day in a tent orientation. You can see the On Your there. And then when I decorate that up a little bit, it starts to look really beautiful. Because those dies only cut on that one edge, what you can then do is a myriad of other projects. So what I do is show you on just some plain white card the type of thing you're going to be able to do. So here we've got a plain fold, a tent fold card where we've used two different word dies. We've used For My Special Friend and Wishing You a Happy Birthday, and we've used it on two separate edges of the card, and you can see how fantastic that looks, how it comes together really well. And that's because the die only cuts on the top edge and it doesn't cut on the bottom edge, so you're able to do it very quickly and easily. Then we've got here a little stepper, because what we've been able to do, let me just fold that, actually you can see it much better here, which is a good idea. Let me show you with that. So when we cut this out, you can see I've got all my little measurements there, just to remind myself. When we've put this die on here and cut, can you see how it's just a flat piece of card that hasn't been joined together at all? So it's just been scored. Let me move this and flatten it because I really want you to see that. I think it'll help enormously. It's just one full piece of card that has been scored at different intervals. The die has been laid on the top of the score line, so that the top of the die is at the top of the score line, the bottom of the die is at the bottom, and that means from one standard piece of card, without any effort at all, just folding it by cutting three of those different dies, you've got a stepper card which has three entirely different messages included. And how fabulous is that? I just think that's absolutely fantastic, and that's what they can do for you. You can take it even further, and you can use the decorative dies in conjunction with the word dies. And you can see here you can have this with All My Love and then the flower design. We've got this one here, which is just one of the fancy edges cut into the top there of a tent fold card again. And let me just show you. This is one full piece of card that hasn't been joined. All that's happened is we've put the die across the score line, and when you fold the score line down, It reveals that beautiful edge because it cuts at the top, it doesn't cut at the bottom. And you can go on, the possibilities are endless. I really like this for a decorative tag. So, you know, just cut a basic tag shape from a rectangle of card, pop a hole in, put one of your fancy dies on the side, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So the possibilities are endless. I'm sure you agree. I'm going to do a couple of little cards and show you some more inspiration, so have a look at the other videos.